What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day. We have a different kind of video today. I'm going to take a step back from all the hype within Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions. We already know what's going on there. But you know what I want to do today? I want to look at some other sets. I want to look at the rest of Scarlet and Violet, and I want to see how is these sets doing. We're going to look through every single set up to Surging Sparks and see how the booster boxes and all the products doing for these sets, because it's actually kind of crazy to me what's going on. Because look, there's something I want to say before the start of this video. If y'all remember, I said this in another video, if y'all remember, Scarlet and Violet was getting so much hate in the beginning, like for a good while. Literally, like up to 151 kind of helped out Scarlet and Violet a lot. But after that, everybody was like, once Temporal Forces, like this is around the time where people were like, what is this? Like, what are we doing with Scarlet and Violet? Like, this is horrible. This is around the time where Sword and Shield was getting a big hype, where Sword and Shield was massive, everything like that. I think the Lost Origin booster box sold out, everything like that. And so Scarlet and Violet was not anything, but the big set that really changed everything, it wasn't Scarlet and Violet 151, it was really Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade changed Scarlet and Violet forever to come. Like, it was really, the Greninja changed it all, because that card got to prices where like, whoa, what really drive this set and got people here is people were like, okay, there's actually a card to chase where it actually has a good amount of value, you know what I mean, like that. But beside the point there, I just want to get that across, because I'm not going to let people live that down. We're going to start out with Scarlet and Violet base. Scarlet and Violet base is actually really interesting. The way the price is going, you're going to see a big similarity with all of these sets, it seems like. Like I said, everybody's been turned on to Scarlet and Violet now. It's crazy. See, look, Scarlet and Violet base around August, less than like a month ago, a little bit more than a month ago, it was around $90 a box. Nobody wanted it all. Well, it's kind of crazy. Look, everybody was picking it up. Look, 54, 41, 55, 37. People around this price point, I actually kind of like, look, this is when you got to kind of watch charts on like different sets and stuff like that. People are picking these up like around this price point right here, like a lot of orders. They kind of mean somebody thinks that this set is really undervalued. So these TCG kind of charts and stuff like that can show you people really like these sets and they know they're undervalued. Right now it's kind of hard to find good sets undervalued right now, but Scarlet Violet base, the one that everybody was talking smack about, it's sitting at $105 a box. Literally, one sold, I think today or yesterday, one of the 2 days, that sold for $105 a box. That's kind of crazy, honestly. Wow, Scarlet Violet base was getting so much hate too. Now we're going to move on to Parlay Evolve. Parlay Evolve is really interesting. Parlay Evolve, it seemed like it really took a big step back. Like, it was doing really fine for a while, and the reprint kind of happened. And then I just feel like a lot of people, what really happened around here was people were like, okay, there's another set right now that they want to chase after. This was around the time I think Surging Sparks got announced. Surging Sparks wasn't really hyped up. Surging Sparks really just got hyped up recently. This is where 151 started getting big. It's right around in here. So people were looking for 151. People were like, around this time, people wanted 151 instead of Parlay Evolve. Parlay Evolve sold out really fast on a lot of sites too that brought it out with it. But it's kind of just stayed stagnant because a lot of people don't really, they see other sets. That's what's going on with a lot of the bigger sets in Scarlet Violet from the beginning. That's going on now is the prices are kind of staying stagnant for the most part. They are still up, you know what I mean, like that. Parlay Evolve is kind of trending down a little bit, but I feel like it has potential to come back, especially with the hype we're getting. You're probably going to start seeing this come back up, I bet you. You know what I mean? It is kind of going down, but there's a big thing going on right now that I feel like what's going on with the beginning Scarlet and Violet sets is people are finding better sets to go after, like Surging Sparks right now. They see the new Prismatic Evolutions. People are wanting that. This box right here, Obsidian Flames, is crazy to me. Because look at this price. It was down to like $109. If we go back to 6 months, this box was sitting on $104. I remember when this box was in around this area, people were talking so much smack about Obsidian Flames. Like, it's crazy to me. Because Obsidian Flames, I don't really feel like it's that strong of set to me personally. The Charizards in here are nice. And to me personally, this kind of has like a little sentimental value to this, because this set right here is the one that kind of got me back into this hobby. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I bought 2 packs and then I opened it up and I pulled one of the packs. I pulled like a gold Charizard. I was going freaking out. After that, I was hooked. Draw me in. I was done. But look, as you can see it though, look, the one thing about Obsidian Flames you can see is, look, even as its prices are starting to go, people are starting to buy this set less. See, look, when it was around this $100 mark, people were buying 30, 35, 35, 35. Next thing you know, it got to 110, 50, 50. It's kind of still slowed down, but once it hit that 130 mark, people are like, okay, I'm slowing down here. So really interesting with Obsidian Flames. Nobody liked Obsidian Flames. It's kind of crazy to me. This set right here, 151. What's very interesting to me is when this set came out, it didn't go crazy. It went kind of like, it went a little nuts. It did a little bit, but not really to the set, not to the extent that we're seeing right now. 151, look, if you even go see it, like, I don't know if it's going to go back. Look, booster windows were still a little high, like they're on the 40s, but look, if you see them now, $55, $50, right around this time when Scarlet Violet 151 came out, nobody was really going crazy after this set. Like, they were, but there was enough available for people to be like, okay, I'm okay with going after this, you mean like that, going after this set. But look, once you see this big hype is when the prices started going up. That's where the real hype began with this set. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy to see how these sets are going. Like, nobody wanted this set back in like a year ago whenever it released. Like, I'm saying they did want it, but like, it wasn't like, a lot of people are still stuck on Sword and Shield at this point. They were really stuck on Sword and Shield, but people come around to it. You know what I mean? Let's move on to the next set, Paradox Rift. This set right here is very fun. I like this set. I love the ground on this set. This set right here is kind of stagnant a little bit. It's gone up. In the last 3 months, it's gone up a little bit. It was at 103, and it's back to 112. Like I said, most of these Scarlet and Violet sets are going up mostly. Like I said, there's a couple that's kind of staying stagnant, but most of them are going up. Everybody's changing their whole entire view on Scarlet and Violet. So if I was you personally, what I'm really doing right now is kind of trying to find sets that I feel like are really undervalued a little bit still and still have that time to really go up. Like Paradox Rift right here, I feel like is one of those sets. It might potentially be the 113. I feel like it's not a bad price. If you can still find it for maybe 105 a box, maybe like, what is that? Like maybe like 650 a case around there, maybe 675 around that area. If you can find a case, I feel like it wouldn't be a bad pickup because I feel like Paradox Rift is one of those sleeper sets. Honestly, I really feel like it is. But that's how Paradox Rift is going. I like Paradox Rift. It's a really good set. I only have one case of it. I need to get another one. I might get one. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Next, we're going to go to Paldean of Fate. Paldean Fates. This set is really interesting. Everybody was saying they didn't like this set at all. Nobody liked this. It was very interesting. Look, you can even go back to a year ago whenever this was, what's it called? This was when it first dropped, January. Next thing you know, look at it. It's dropped off. After that, for like the first 3 months, I guess, like that, look, nobody wanted this set at all. Nobody wanted this set at all. People are starting to come back to it now because if y'all seen the Mew is like going for a crazy price. People love the Mew, and that Charizard is kind of starting to catch up too. So Paldean of Fates is a very interesting set. I have a good amount of it. This set is brutal to me. I opened so much of this set and didn't really get too much. I didn't get no SAR. Rough set. But it's starting to come back in price. Look, it's sitting around $25. That's where it was for a while. Next thing you know, look, last month or two, boom, comes $32. They're still continuing to go up. It's kind of crazy. Temporal Forces. This set right here, I really like. I like Temporal Forces. I have 2 cases of this. I think I do. I'm pretty sure I have 2. Yeah, I have 2 cases. I have sleeve booster pack in this whole case. This set right here, I've gone really heavy into, but I went back in. I wouldn't say really heavy into, but I got a good amount of the set, like a strong amount of it. Scarlet Violet, Temporal Forces the same way. Boom, boom. Nobody wanted these on these sets. Like I said in the beginning, you see it. Nobody wanted none of these Scarlet and Violet sets. It's crazy to me. But the prices are starting to go back up. And look, people are starting to sell less and less of them. I mean, starting to buy more and more of them for the most part because Scarlet Violet is changing. If you can find any deals right now, buy some of these sets. If you can find them decently under their market price, I would honestly go buy them. Like, I'm in, like, market price like 105. If you can find it for 195, whatever. Like, I don't think if you can find those, but like, you know what I mean. If you can find good prices on these boxes, I would buy them. This set right here, Twilight Masquerade, changed the game for Scarlet and Violet. It is kind of crazy what this set did for Scarlet and Violet. It is insane. Like, look at this chart. This chart is so beautiful. I love this chart so much. Like, this is how set should be. This is literally how set should be. Really white when it came out. I think it came out. Yeah, it came out like 3-4 months ago. Look, it's in a 1-on-1 box. Nobody wanted it, but people were buying a lot of it right here. Oh my goodness. Look, as the set continued to go up, just steadily went up. It's kind of stayed around that for the last month or so. It's been around that 160 marks. It hasn't broken that kind of barrier yet. It will probably soon, I feel like. But with all the sets right now coming out, the Pikachu set and the Prismatic Evolutions, I feel like it might stay stagnant a little bit, just for a little bit at least. I don't know if it'll drop. The main big thing about Twilight Masquerade is there is nothing, like, you can't find no product at all, which is kind of what's going on with this whole entire Scarlet and Violet era. If you watch Pokeani's recently video, I put it up right here, he literally said, like, he went to his distribution being like, hey, I bought $25,000 worth of Paradox Rift because there's nothing else. They don't have anything else. Everything else is sold out besides Scarlet and Violet base, but Paradox Rift is way stronger than Scarlet and Violet base. I feel like Scarlet and Violet base is going to be like one of those sets where it's like, it's going to be decent, but it's not going to be like a crazy return, honestly. But let's go to Shr Fable. Shr Fable is like one of those sets right now that is doing like horrible. This might be a set to look out, honestly. There's a couple cards in here, but like this set is doing horribly. Like $31 ETB is kind of crazy. I think the booster bundles are doing really bad too, to be honest. Like this set right here might be a sleeper set. This set I might buy. I only have one ETB case of this. I might buy some of this set. I feel like this is one of like the really cheaper Scarlet Violet sets right now. So this would be a set to potentially look into and buy some of it, just because it's at a value right now where it's like at the rock bottom. I feel like I don't feel like it can go any lower than this. That's just me personally. I might buy some of this. I don't know. It's kind of hard right now. The really hard thing about all of these sets right now is because we still have Surging Sparks out, and we have Prismatic Evolutions. We still have a whole another year coming. And next year is going to be crazy for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So is these sets going to go up, or is everybody going to be focused on these sets? I don't really know. But Shr Fable, I'm kind of looking at. I might potentially get some of this. I don't really know. You know what I mean? It is at a good price where I'm like, okay, as you can see, look, the market has not caught back up with it. It has been staying stagnant. It's literally been around that $20 mark ever since it came out. Right when it came out, it just bottomed out. There are some beautiful art rares in here. The SARs in here really doesn't really make this set. There's the Cassiopeia. The Cassiopeia is alright. Like, I like it. That's the best card in this set. But I feel like the other art rares and stuff like that, I feel like they really make this set. Me personally. So, I don't really know. This is a set I potentially look at. I like Shr Fable for the art rares. But will it do well? I don't know. There's some sets that I feel like is stronger than this set, honestly. Like, it is a good deal. It stayed stagnant, but I can see why it stays stagnant. Because the set is like, bleh. You know what I mean? This set does start getting traction, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? But also, look, like I was saying earlier, you can see where the money's going when people are starting to buy it. Look, people looks like they're buying less of this right now. During October, like, this is where Scarlet and Violet has been going crazy. All of this, look at this marker right here. Look how the chart has been going. It stayed stagnant. Nobody wants this set. So, it might potentially be a sleeper set. I don't know. We'll see. I potentially probably won't buy it. Stellar Crown. This set was a little bit hyped up. It's kind of dropped down a lot. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's stayed around a good price point. You know what I mean? Like that. This is the first box that hasn't dropped under 100 for the whole entire Scarlet and Violet era. All the other boxes before this dropped under $100 before. But this set right here, it stayed at that above $100 mark. We're gonna, regardless. Look, it dropped under $102 or dropped to $102, but didn't go nowhere below that. And this box right here is kind of staying stagnant too. This box did come out, but the main thing I feel like with this set is, right when Surging Sparks kind of got announced, I feel like a lot of hype went there, so this kind of got slept on. The SAR in this set is the, what's it called? The Terrapagos. The Terrapagos, I like it personally. It looks like a really good card, but I feel like Surging Sparks kind of just blown the set over, honestly. Everybody wanted the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle. Once they got those cards, they're like, it's nothing. Boom. That's the only two cards that people wanted from this set. The art rares in this set, there's some pretty good art rares in this set, but there's just stronger sets right now, I feel like, better than Stellar Crown. Now we're going to go to the big dog right now. Scarlet and Violet, Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is absolutely nuts. This set just does not stop. Look, 200, 400 boxes. This set drops tomorrow, because this video will be dropping on Thursday. Yeah, this set drops tomorrow. It is going to be, I'm going to be watching this set heavily over the next week or so, just to see how these boxes perform, see how the cards do, and see what really going to happen with this set. Because this set right now, like I said in the past video, this set is going to tell the future of 2025. I mean, is this set, when this set drops, is the card's price is going to drop? Probably. Most likely that's what we were assuming. But what we've been assuming recently too is that most of these sets are going to stay under $100. None of these sets are under $100 right now. They're gone up. You know what I mean? Like that. Under $100 sets are gone and done over with. So Stellar Surging Sparks is going to be one of those sets that really tell the future, and it's going to be very, very interesting. That Pikachu right now is crazy graded. It's crazy going in price. It's like $300 still. Like I said, release day, we'll see how it goes. I heard pull rates are kind of rough in this set too. I've heard mixed opinions. Well, I've seen mixed opinions. I've seen it where people, like every other breaker that I've seen, pulled this card within maybe 100 packs or so. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I have heard like the Latios and Latios are kind of hard pulls in this, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. Surging Sparks is just a crazy set right now. So I just wanted to kind of go over all of Scarlet and Violet and say, like I've said before in the beginning of this video, Scarlet and Violet is woken up. Scarlet and Violet, like I've said before in another earlier video, one of my earlier videos, second half of Scarlet and Violet is probably going to be one of the best in all of Pokemon TCG so far. I feel like the second half is going to come. Like I said, we have Evolutions, Team Rocket, Trainers, Gym Hero people, Gym Hero sets. This second half is going to be crazy. So I'm just going to look and seeing what I can find that would make a deal, because I feel like Pokemon is very, very strong right now. Scarlet and Violet, the market for Pokemon is generally very, very strong right now. Very, very strong. Will the demand go over into other sets? Potentially. That is what I'm kind of looking and seeing what can possibly happen. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, there's a couple of sets that I'm kind of looking at, but at the same time, I kind of want to save my cash for like prismatic evolutions. But it is nice to see if you can find some of these sleeper sets, because there is some sleeper sets still out there. I think, like I said, Paradox Rift I feel like is a big sleeper one right now. But that's just me personally. I know a lot of people are talking about that. It is kind of rised up a little bit. Like around $100 was probably the best point to get it. Of course it was, but like Surging Spark, Paradox Rift was really, really good at that price point. It's not that good right now. So, well, it's alright. We'll see what happens. There's still some room for growth there. But I just wanted to make this video, kind of go over, kind of step back and look previously what's going on in Scarlet and Violet. You know what I mean? To see what we can go in the future. Me, personally, what I am doing right now, what I'm really trying to do is just save up as much cash as I possibly can for 2025. Save up as much cash as I possibly can for 2025, because 2025 is going to be nuts. I will be making a whole video of what I'm doing for 2025 coming up here, maybe within a week or so. So make sure y'all subscribe, like this video. Want to look over this? Hope y'all enjoy this. Let me know what y'all picking up. Are y'all just searching? Are y'all just gonna go for 2025 and get the rest of the second half of Scarlet and Violet, or are y'all looking back and kind of trying to pick some more sets up? 121. Okay. One more thing before I get this over with. The thing too I want to say right now is 151. I feel like is getting a little bit kind of slowed down. The hype for 151 is kind of slowing down because we actually have other sets out now. So if you find some 151, I feel like that will definitely be one of the ones that are a really, really strong set to come in the future. If you could find that for market price that you've been trying to find, buy it. I'm just suggesting that. That's what I'm doing. 151 is a definitely good pickup for me. If I can find it for a retail price, we'll see what happens. But hopefully y'all enjoy this video. See you on the next one. Peace.